For 3,000 years, the galaxy had known an uneasy peace. Not harmony, not trust, just a tension so old and brittle that every civilization feared the cost of breaking it. The Velorian Empire, ancient, immense, and cruel, had been the architect of that peace. They maintained it not through diplomacy, but through fear. Entire species bowed their heads because they remembered what happened to those who didn't. Humanity, the newest civilization to join the Concord, refused to bow. At first, this made the Empire curious, then wary, then resentful. Humans had a dangerous trait. Not their technology, not their armies, not even their stubbornness. It was their compassion. Humans cared. Relentlessly, sometimes foolishly. And that compassion would be the spark that ignited the greatest war in galactic history. The beginning, the day innocence died. The human colony of Ares III was peaceful. Rolling green plains, silver rivers, and a sky filled with wandering constellations. It was an agricultural world, quiet and unremarkable, except for a single structure at the heart of its capital. Hope's Reach Orphanage. It housed over 300 children. Human children, alien children, war refugees, abandoned infants, survivors from collapsed worlds. Humanity had made the orphanage a symbol, a place where every species was welcome, where no child was unwanted. The Velorian Empire despised it. To them, weakness was infection, mercy, a defect, equality, an offense. And so, on a calm violet dawn, when the twin suns were rising over Ares III, the Velorian cruiser Calxa descended through the clouds like a steel predator. There was no warning, no demand, no negotiation. The ship opened fire immediately. Blue-white plasma rained down on the orphanage. The walls vaporized. The gardens ignited. The sleeping children never even knew what hit them. The entire structure collapsed in under 12 seconds. Only one survivor remained, a frail, terrified girl named Myra, an alien child with silver skin and glowing eyes. She survived because an older human boy shielded her with his own body. He died saving her. The Calxa recorded everything. And then it left. The Velorian Empire denied involvement. They claimed the attack was a malfunction, a rogue captain, a tragic misfire. But the footage said otherwise. The Empire had targeted the children deliberately. Humanity tried diplomacy. Humanity demanded justice. Humanity demanded an apology. The Empire laughed. They destroyed the orphanage because they could. Because they believed humanity would never retaliate. Because the galaxy had been silent for 3,000 years. They thought humans would accept that silence. They were wrong. The day humanity stopped begging. The footage reached Earth within hours. It spread faster than any message in history. The screams of burning children. The ruins of their bedrooms. The small shoes scattered across scorched soil. The broken toy held by a limp hand. The galaxy saw horror. But humanity saw something deeper. A line crossed that could never be uncrossed. At the United Human Assembly, billions watched as representatives argued, shouted, wept. No one could think clearly. Except one man. Admiral Jonah Kepler. Commander of the Solar Vanguard Fleet. Veteran of 8 border wars. A man who had once adopted 6 orphaned alien children himself. He walked onto the central podium and said nothing for a long moment. When he finally spoke, his voice carried through every colony, every ship, every home. 3,000 years of peace, he said, was never peace. It was fear. He raised a hologram of the orphanage ruins. They didn't attack a military outpost. They didn't attack a weapon facility. They didn't attack our fleets. He paused. They attacked our children. The chamber fell deathly silent. Kepler continued. Today, we end the age of fear. Humanity will not bow. We will not beg. We will not be silent ever again. He extended his hand, and the assembly screen erupted with one symbol. Total War Resolution, approved, 100% unanimous. Humanity rose as one. Factories switched from food production to artillery. Shipyards powered up for continuous construction. AI cores activated dormant protocols never meant to be used. Every civilian fleet converted into auxiliary war carriers. A sleeping giant had awakened. The galaxy trembled. Humanity's first strike. Operation Shattered Star. The Velorians expected anger. They expected protests. They expected humanity to demand sanctions. They did not expect this. 4 to 7 human fleets disappeared from all known tracking systems. They reappeared 0.3 seconds later in orbit of Velorian fortress world Veskara, their strongest military stronghold. How? Because humanity had developed a forbidden technology. Quantum drift tunneling. The ability to skip space entirely. Impossible. Illegal. Unpredictable. But perfectly functional. Human dreadnoughts, plated with gravitic armor and powered by antimatter wings, tore through the Velorian defenses like burning torpedoes. The Velorians were experienced. They were disciplined. Their ships were excellent. But the humans weren't fighting a war. They were delivering a message. 40,000 Velorian soldiers died in the first hour. The fortress fell in the second. And the human flagship Vigil's wrath broadcast 2 words galaxy-wide. For Ares 3. The Empire panicked. They'd expected humans to be loud. Not lethal. They'd expected grief. Not vengeance. They'd expected hesitation. Not annihilation. The Empire strikes back. And fails. Cornered and humiliated, the Velorian High Council mobilized the Triumvirate Armada, the largest fleet constructed since the Age of Iron Suns. 10,000 warships. Flawless formations. Weapons that had turned planets to glass. They descended on the human frontier. The humans didn't retreat. Instead, they activated the Aegis Halo, a ring of orbital cannons humanity had built in secret across 4 star systems. The first cannon fired. A beam of white gold particle light sliced through 3 Velorian cruisers at once. Then the AI swarm activated. Nanomissiles filled the void like a silver storm. Human shock troopers boarded Velorian destroyers using teleport anchors, bypassing shields entirely. The Velorian admiral, witnessing his fleet collapse, whispered, "They fight like their souls are burning." No. They fought like their children had been murdered. The END, Judgment of the Empire. The war lasted 6 months. 6 brutal, violent, unstoppable months. Humanity pushed deeper and deeper into Velorian territory. Entire star systems surrendered upon sight of human dreadnoughts. Velorian worlds revolted against their own rulers, inspired by humanity's courage. Finally, humanity reached the Velorian homeworld. A fleet so large it darkened the sky descended like a wall of fire. Admiral Kepler addressed the galaxy. "You attacked an orphanage. You murdered the defenseless. You believed we would kneel." He leaned forward. "You are wrong." Human marines stormed the Imperial Citadel, tearing through centuries of defenses. Drones cleared corridors. Mechs smashed steel gates. The Velorian Emperor fled toward a hidden escape shuttle. He never reached it. Myra, the girl who survived the orphanage, stood blocking his escape path, holding the locket of the boy who died protecting her. "You killed my family," she whispered. The Emperor raised a plasma blade. He never swung it. A human soldier's rail shot ended him instantly. The Empire fell in a single night. No celebration followed. No cheering. No victory parade. Only quiet. And mourning. And a promise that this would never happen again. Epilogue. A new era forged in ash and light. Humanity rebuilt the orphanage, bigger, stronger, and named after the children lost. The Ares Memorial Homeworld Sanctuary. Hundreds of alien species donated. Thousands volunteered. Millions visited. At the sanctuary's entrance stands a single statue. A human boy holding a terrified alien girl behind him, shielding her from a wave of fire. Below it, a single inscription. If you hurt one child, you answer to all of humanity. The galaxy never forgot. Because the day the Empire attacked an orphanage, humanity broke 3,000 years of peace. And the galaxy learned what human wrath truly meant.